Good morning, traders, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So as I was expecting, this level wasn't going to continue and we've pulled back ever so slightly. Now what we're looking for is an area where we can find support, and closer to the moving average would obviously be better. So that's what I'm looking for. So you can see all I'm doing is getting some levels in. Not an exact science with this at the moment because there's so much chaos to the left, but those are the two areas that I think we need to be paying attention to. So it's 12.920 and 12.715. Okay, so those are the two areas that we want to pay attention to. So if we start looking at this, you can see that level that I drew in yesterday is broken. Obviously we want to see a retest. Now this has been a fairly strong move to the upside, and now we're sort of zigzagging up and down. I suspect we're probably going to come back and close this upper gap. So I suspect that this is going to be the range area here, and if this level gives way, and I'm just going to fine tune it a little bit. When I say fine tune, you can see I'm just picking up those tails there. You can see there's rejection, there's support, there's rejection. Okay, so and there is support. So we missed it here. Kind of pointed this out yesterday, this 12.940 area. Now what we're looking for is to find support here, move back to the upside. Okay, so moving to the hour, there is your view at the moment. And if I just quickly have a look at the futures market right now, DAX was down 1.2% and it's down 0.2% at the moment, so it's not really moving much at the moment. 12.960, right, pretty much where we closed. 12.939, so we're just in this area where we closed. Nothing, no big train smash. Okay, so I suspect if we find support here, move back to the upside, probably close this top gap. I don't expect it to break through 13.296, 13.300 area. I expect it to reject that again until we get some kind of political news coming out of the US, and then also a little bit more news on the vaccines will also sort of help the markets at the moment. I think at the moment they're in limbo, just waiting for something, sort of some trigger to get it moving again. So that's kind of what we see. If we just drop down to the 15, you can see, as I said yesterday, I wasn't really interested in getting this until we got below that level, and you can see we gap down, up, rejected. What I can do is do this. So you can see it kind of rejected that area there, over there, and moved down. And this is just a very good bit of education here around gaps. Now the gap is up there, and a lot of people always chase the gaps, but the first area of resistance is this swing low below the gap, and you can see we kind of opened there, ran away from it, came back to test it right there, and then broke. Okay, so gaps don't always close first time round, but there's always a higher probability of sort of the gap, the continuation of the downside happening off a rejection, off the swing low. Okay, so anyway, that's exactly what happened, and you can see that was a good 200 odd points. Okay, anyway guys, for me, not too sure whether I do want to get involved in this at the moment, but I think I'm going to watch it. You can see broken below that consolidation, up, down, and now we're consolidating. So it may make sense to be waiting over here. Okay, 13.09, 13.019, just to see whether we get a rejection off that level, and that gives you a short. But we do have a pretty big level below us as well, so it may break down to the downside. I think there is a good possibility of that, and you've got nothing really to stop it except until you get down to 12.715. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. The other view that I do have, this is the bullish bias, is that this is a wedge, the falling wedge. And if I come up to the hour, it's pretty much spike, channel, falling wedge, or even a bigger flag at the moment. So that's the only thing that's really concerning me. And we do have inside bar here. So we do have some sort of a support structure forming. Okay, so I think with that news, I think I'm still probably staying out of this. It can go either way. We can get this and then continue, and this forms a bigger channel to the downside. Come and test this area of 12,715, possibly even break through that, then it's the gap. Or alternatively, we could get another move up to close the upper gap and then move back down and just keep zigzagging between these two areas. So that would be 13,300 and 12,940. Okay, so it's a pretty big range if you think about it. It's a good 300-point range. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view on the DAX at the moment. I think I'm probably just going to sit on the sidelines and wait for next week to see what next week brings us. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.